Hello everybody. The Steelman has a message to say to you.
Hello everybody, I am the SteelMan Transitape and I am here to be presented to you. 2, 3, well.
Yes, we have a 1959 SteelMan Transitape to be presented. Okay, let's show you what this thing has to offer. So here is the 1959 SteelMan Transitape. As you can see, it has the SteelMan logo. And then it says Transitape right here. And the beautiful, probably brass. I would presume probably brass. You can see the beautiful SteelMan logo and the SteelMan S. Let's look over here. Over here is the volume control. It's pretty the controls a little, the paint's getting peeled off a little bit, but it's still good. And you can see the beautiful golden painted volume meter. And over on this side we have the off, play, and record interlock switch. This is your play and interlock switch. And this is your dial for it. Okay. Alright, on this side we have external power, remote control, auxiliary. This is to turn off if you want 110 volt power supply. So you switch it to auxiliary to activate the 110 volt power supply, or you want normal for battery. Now the case has seen better days. It's deteriorating. That's to be expected. It is me out of top grain cowhide made in USA. Some USA leather with beautiful stitching from the 1950s. Alright, let's show you. Let's take off this case. To review the reels of this machine also, let me show you. So we have our super glued case. You can see the SteelMan logo. I don't want to focus, but yeah, you can see that. So you can see that it says transistor. Transistor tape recorder, and you can see the reels. Takes 3-inch reels. It cannot take 3.5-inch, sadly. Here's your battery indicator, which uses a neon bulb. For some odd reason, I don't understand this, because it's not easy. I don't understand this. And here's your take up. Let's go up. Over here. Okay. So this is your playback feature. So it has normal, which is play. Over here is pause or a stop function. Then over here is rewind. Then you go up, and then here's your fast forward speed. Over in this side is your speed selector. We have 1 7/8 inches per second and 3/4 inches per second. And over here you can see the SteelMan Transitape logo in beautiful, well, this is actually a piece of metal painted with SteelMan stuff. You can see the beauty of this tape recorder. Okay, let's show you this side. Hold on. Over here, we have the recording level indicator. We have the recording level indicator, which is a neon bulb also. Here's your output, which you can plug in a stereo headphones, and if you wiggle it, you can get it to play in stereo. And then here's your mic input. This is how they used to spell mic back in the day. This is how they used to spell mic back in the day. M-I-K-E. That's how they used to say that back in the day. Bad spelling nowadays. If I brought this into school, which I don't go to school anymore, my teacher would have a fit about that and say, yeah. And this is where you would put your the original microphone, which mine didn't come with. So yeah. And also, you gotta be very delicate with these machines, because the more you take them apart, the more the plastic's going to crack. This stuff is pretty flimsy, and you can see right here it's starting to crack too. So yeah, that is this side. Also, you can see the serial number, which is, I think it's a 9894 serial number. Yeah. All right, let's flip it up. Yet again, you can see the beautiful SteelMan S logo right there. Also, to make a strap for it, what I did was I took a screw and a nut, and I basically drilled a hole through this leather, and yeah, now I have a strap to use it portably. And the leather here, don't worry, it's still good, and it shouldn't break anytime soon. Also, this is beginning to come undone. I have to do some more work to it, so yeah. Okay, so now that we've shown you the basic playback functions, let's play the tape and see what we have of my adventures of trying to fix this thing, because in the end, it had some problems. Alright, let's play it.
Looking recording. Maybe it sounds right, I don't know, but this fucking the tape recorder, it's having some issues. I may have shorted out a couple things by an accident.
You can also see the battery indicator light.
These capacitors may have to be replaced if they have a short in them, which I don't know. Either way, this is not going to be fun. This thing is like packed with shit. Well, maybe the capacitors finally died or something. The capacitors probably died.
That's when the amp was getting weak.
Let's stop the tape here and see how this turned out. Okay, we're recording now. I believe we're recording. Test 1, 2, 3. Oh! It's a weak amp! It's a very weak amp, that's the problem. Yeah, I replaced the battery and,
also,
well, that seems to be the issue.
Using this microphone here,
well then,
which is off an old crystal mic.
This may actually, turn out to be... Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2. Okay, well, that's working. Yeah, we do have a weak amp. I can see the recording light level glowing, but it doesn't glow when you're really far from the mic. You have to be very close to it in order to get anything, but the output's still good for a hear test. But yeah, this, oh god. Yeah, we're gonna probably have to... Well, actually, hold on. Let me put in another battery and see what that does. Okay, oh wow. Yep, it was a weak fucking amplifier because I just replaced the batteries in the amp, and the is #1 perfect percentage. I have to lower the Yeah, fucking batteries. God damn it. Yep, always remember to replace your dead-ass batteries in your tape recorder or your amp will not work right. Well, that would solve the damn issue. Sucks that I'm probably half asleep right now and stuff. But let's fucking hear how this sounds. I bet this is gonna be a big ass difference. Alright, here we go.
That was the recording. So, one, I had problems with the motor. The motor would not stay freaking working. The brushes are weak. They're kind of getting worn, and the motor isn't as strong as it used to be. But I had to clean, lubricate, and replace everything of the mechanism. Now it is working, but I suspect the capacitors are getting weak. So yeah. Let's do rewind. Here's your rewind. Isn't that the fastest rewind you've ever heard? At the fast yeah, that's probably faster than my Sony. Let's fast forward for shits and giggles. That's normal, actually. That's how fast your fast forward is. Yep. Whatever speed you hit, basically depends on how fast it'll be. So let's rewind. Oh yeah, my brakes aren't working pretty. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Rewinding. Alright, let's do a test recording. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's do a test recording here. Alright. So how to get into record mode, let me show you. How to get into record mode. You push this down. Push this down. Hold on. Actually, we're gonna get some crappy sound, but you know, it's okay. Yeah, that's not gonna be good. Let's manually adjust that. Alright, oh god. Alright. Okay, so hopefully you don't hear it well. So to get into record mode, you push this down and do that. Oh shit. And that is not what you do. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. Let's get into a recording now. Let's begin. So you press this down and... Okay, let's set my level here. Let's set my level. Hold on. Fuck. Let's rewind that back, because that was a bad take. Okay, I think we're good there. Perfect. Okay, we are ready to make a test recording. Record with the SteelMan Transitape. You push this. You push this. There you go. And then you check your levels. Testing. Oh, fuck. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. That's probably too high. Gonna lower that a little bit there. Okay, so this is a test of the SteelMan Transitape. This is the neon recording level indicator. This is a test of the SteelMan Transitape. Let me just check our recording here. Test 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the test of the SteelMan Transitape from 1959. Does this still work? This is a test recording of the SteelMan Transitape. let's stop the recording. Oh wait, we need to let's play 3. Let's do 1 7/8 inches per second. This is 1 7/8 inches per second. 1 7/8 inches per second of the SteelMan Transitape from 1959. Let's see if this wonderful piece of technology from the 50s still works. Okay. Rewind. Let's see here. I will go fast. So that tells us it recorded. Okay. Alright. Perfect. Let's do that, and let's test. And that's definitely how they did it. How the hell did they do that? Oh my god, this thing is... Oh. Duh. Okay. Let's do a test. Oh, yikes. There we are.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. It's probably too high. Gonna lower that a little bit there. Okay, so this is a test of the SteelMan Transitape. This is the neon recording level indicator. This is a test of the SteelMan Transitape. Let me just check our recording here. Test 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is the test of the SteelMan Transitape from 1959. Does this still work? This is a test recording of the SteelMan Transitape. Let's stop the recording. Oh wait, we need to let's play 3. Let's do 1 7/8 inches per second. This is 1 7/8 inches per second. 1 7/8 inches per second of the SteelMan Transitape from 1959. Let's see if this wonderful piece of technology from the 50s still works.
Indeed, it does. Now, let's do a story test. But we're not going to use this microphone. We're going to use my newest acquisition. The Sony 1-point stereo microphone F99B. Sorry about that. So here is the F99B microphone. It is a Sony mic. Here's your F99B microphone from Sony. It is left and right. There's a left microphone here and a right microphone here. And here is the Sony F99B 1-point stereo dynamic microphone, impedance low. Over here you can see it says Sony Corp. And it also has separate left and right channels. And it came with a microphone microphone stand thing. Wrong thing. I'm still learning this thing. Sony. And it came with its stand, which is made of metal. See, it says Sony. I had to super glue this. Also came with its original instructions. So let's use this microphone. Figure I import that into this video. Okay, let's plug that in. There we are. Here's the microphone. Let's do a recording. We're doing a recording of the Sony, not the Sony, the SteelMan Transistor tape recorder from 1959. Alright, we're done with the test. Let's rewind. Okay. Oh shit. Hold on. It's being difficult. Might have to fast forward that.
The mechanism was really... Well,
Okay. Let's show you the presentation.
Test of the SteelMan Transitape from 1959 using the Sony F99B microphone from probably the 60s. Does this tape recorder still work? Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story of this tape recorder and how I got it. Well, found it on eBay. That's where I always find my stuff. This tape recorder costed $51. Not bad for a rare piece of tech. Plus I had to have it. And there was only one of these on eBay. So I bought it. And when I first got it, it worked. The mechanism was really, really stiff. But now when you use the fast forward and controls, it's pretty fast. So, yeah. This tape recorder is from 1959. It is using all original electronic components. I did nothing to the electronics besides me fiddling around with it and losing some of the wires that disconnected themselves. But yeah, this tape recorder still works in 2020. I'm amazed of how good it still works. It's amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, short thing after the motor was getting weak and all that stuff, and I thought I actually killed the motor, but the brushes were getting so worn out that it made the motor dirty and it would barely make any contact at all. That's why I don't recommend using the stop function on this tape recorder, because it fucks the motor. It's only a thing to use for like maybe a minute at least. But this is a very nice tape recorder. It has real brass. The presentation, the style of it is beautiful. I love it. The mechanism, it's not easy to use per se, but yes, this tape recorder is original 60-year-old components. Is amazing in itself how that still works. Let's do a test of 1 7/8 inches per second. This is 1 7/8 inches per second. I'm going to boost my level. Okay, the level is perfect now. Yeah.
Makes me sound like vintage.
It's brilliant. We will be showing the mechanism, the battery compartment. Don't worry about that. So, yeah, I guess this is a voice test of the tape recorder, and eventually I did get it to work. Had to take apart the whole damn mechanism. So, this has been the test. I hope you enjoy this 1959 piece of technology and how it sounds. Also, this tape recorder has big set fidelity. It has a total of 7 transistors. They're all original RCA transistors in this machine. The capacitors are all original. And yeah, I think that's it. And this tape recorder changed America. This tape recorder made people realize that you could finally record your family gatherings portably with a battery-operated transistor tape recorder, because the reason that was stopping people back in the day was transistors were a new thing in the 50s. I believe the transistor came out in the public in 1954, probably. I'm not sure. But, yes, this changed America. This made portable a reality and made recordings a reality. Alright, let's stop the tape here and hear how we sounded.
Fascinating. Very nice recording. This thing does definitely truly have big set fidelity. Now let's do a music recording. Rewinding in progress. Music test.
Switch to 1 and 7/8 inches per second for the second piece of music. Thank you for watching, and on to the inside of the mechanism and battery compartment.
Oh god, this microphone has some problems. I guess we should go into the inside now. Actually, maybe there's no point in showing